Guys, it's me. It's Constance with Charming Custom Crafts on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can see this cute little guy here in front of us. I happened to catch this at Walgreens, and I couldn't resist. If you guys have been following me, you know that I lost my beloved Annie, my Labrador, my black lab here. It was 5 years ago on 11/11. She died at 11/11/11. Actually, weirdly, at 11/11 in the morning. We put her down because she had 2 forms of cancer, and they gave her 6 months, and she lasted 7 months and 1 week. And I probably should have put her down 2 weeks before. It's just, I don't know if you guys have had a dog that long. It's heart wrenching. But she was supposed to grow up with my kids, and she didn't make it. But anyway, I happened to see this little guy, and I couldn't resist because I wanted to show how adorable Annie was. Best dog ever. In almost 11 years I had her, she had 7 accidents from puppy up, and 3 of them were her fault and 4 were my fault not getting home, because big dogs have bigger bladders, so they can hold between 8 and 10 hours. And I didn't get home in time for 4 of the accidents. Tell me that isn't cute. And there's a reason why I'm showing this, not just because to me it's Annie, but it's super cute with a little hat on, because that's my next year for the 3rd day of 25 Days of Christmas. And again, if there's any gaps, it's going to be on other people sharing. I do have a swap that will cover 3 days, and then another one that I have half a swap, which is weird because I didn't expect her to send me anything because I wasn't her partner. But which is today's share, which is technically yesterday, the 15th, but I'm usually behind about 20 hours because I have so much to do, and that's only because my husband's job shifted, and then his hours now shift. And so if you're seeing me with videos sporadic and different timings, now you know why, and why it's sometime off when I post pictures for the today's share on the Facebook page. If you guys want to see things prior to the videos, feel free to go over the Facebook page. Be sure to like it, and that way you can get updates every day. And then I've got 2 swaps that are finishing up right now, and I'm going to do a birthday one, which will be really fun. And I think it'll be a birthday card / emboss. I don't know, maybe we'll make it a combo, like a choice. No, we'll make it like you have to do 3, because that'll be 42. I could make it where there's like 6 things, or like maybe 4 different things, and then like 2 little bonus things. It'll be fun. Anyway, so this is what I'm calling Annie, and with the little hat, there's a reason why, because if you guys are following me on Facebook, you would already know why. The last time my kids really saw snow was when we were at Fort Leonard Wood, and Annie was, let me think, not even 2? I mean, she's obviously been in snow. My kids did not remember. But it seems like everywhere we go, they always get like the worst anything while we're there. Same for Tennessee when we were at Fort Campbell in Clarksville, Tennessee. But anyway, when we were there, this is my daughter kindergarten year and my son's 2nd grade year. But they got 18 inches of snow, and I was a little overwhelmed because of the fact that my husband technically was stationed in South Korea, though he took his time off during December for Christmas. He was home for 2 weeks for Christmas. So he made it for my son's birthday, which is the 12th of December. By the way, he just turned 22 this last Monday. I'm feeling really old. And he just started a new job. Lots of good things. Like I said, a lot of things been going on, so I'm now shifted back into taking him back and forth to work, and then everything else. Anyway, so the kids had a blast, and that was the most snow, weirdly, that the kids and Annie had seen. I mean, I grew up in Akron, Ohio, and I had to walk in 3 foot of snow. I kid you not. There was no school bus for us, and our school system, Akron Public Schools, is like the absolute last in the entire state. Even the state universities and the colleges, they will all shut down. The city will shut down, but Akron Public Schools would not. If you guys grew up anywhere around that, you would know. It could be 17 degrees below wind chill, which was their cutoff. No, there was one time that was so damn cold. We flagged down an old lady because by the time we got halfway home, we couldn't feel anything. And if you live up north and you live in the snow belt like we do, you have learned to go out in 2 or 3 layers of clothes, even going to school, or you get frostbite. But anyway, so when we were in Missouri, it was probably the first Christmas snowfall that they had a chance to really enjoy and remember. But what was most fun was watching my Annie with them, and I'll be able to show you how deep the snow is here. But I might as well just show you. This is titled Annie Claus, and now you can see why it's got the head on. So I'm going to show you. And I'm going to go from left to right. And I'll show you why I call this Annie Claus. It's actually become it was her nickname. And I'll get close and personal to it. And then I'll go back again for you. This is really special to me. Annie was the last puppy, and so it was like little orphan Annie. And then, if you guys seen that Christmas movie, this is why it's so, perfect for this month this year, called Annabelle. It's also how she got her name. Annabelle was her name. So instead of Annabelle, it was Annabelle, because we named her Annie because she was the last puppy. Fantastic dog. He told us that the breeder said that was the best litter of puppies he's ever had. I'd get another one if I didn't have so many of them. No, I'm done. And I'm think of it as I'm a sucker, so trust me, I'm a huge sucker. Anyway, so there is the depth of the snow. You guys know how deep these types of swings are, but you guys know how deep this is like maybe 14 inches. I mean, look at the snow drift. And this was not blowing. This was straight on it. Otherwise, it would be drifted off to the side. And then you can see the kids having fun. Annie's back here. They had 3 layers of clothes on. They ripped up their head. And then here's Annie with them. And then, again, they were having so much fun. But this is the main reason why we called her Annie Claus. By the time she came up to the door, she had this beard. It was the funniest thing, and that's where she got her nickname. We're going, oh my God, there's Annie Claus. Because Santa Claus has a beard, of course. And then here's my little girl. She had lost her 2 front teeth the week before her 5th birthday, and she was so excited she had 1 tooth out for Christmas, so we used to tease her that all I want for Christmas is my 1 front tooth. And then here's Annie up here with the kids. And of course this one says, let it snow, warmest wishes, making merry, 'tis the season. And this is where we're going to write is Dear Santa. And then up here, 'twas the night before Christmas, because it actually was Christmas Eve. So it was just so perfect. I took some of the snowflakes from, the felt snowflakes from Frosty Snowman set stickers that I got a few years ago. I believe it was at Joann's. These things are great. There are so many different ways you can use these. And I put some of the stickles on it. And then I went over some of the, you can see like the moose. It's actually a moose. A moose sledding. Yeah, I know. But it's super cute paper. Actually, that's how I got my color design. So I used like a slate blue and a red, and I kept a real thing because I did want to show this. But every snowflake, and I don't know if you can see it, I put a little glitter on it, so just to give it a little pizzazz. It says Dear Santa here, but here's Santa's little suit. I put some extra stickers in here. I put the little check-off list to go outside, and it's multi-layer paper piece. Here's Santa's pants, and if you look, it's got a little hanger, just like down here, and it's got a gem. Here is the keys to the sleigh, and a globe to make sure that Santa gets where he needs to go. And if you look, Annie is done in not epoxy, it's a kind of an epoxy, but it's more of a flat-based epoxy, and it's matted, but it's got polka dots on it. So that is the left side. So the right side obviously has both my kids, and it says Merry and Bright. They were just having, she looks like Santa Claus even here. They were having so much fun. I'm telling you, they could barely even get through the snow. That's the funny part. You can see how my son's just like flat sitting in it, and this is his chest. But this is them so excited about coming up to the door, and these words perfectly came out. Warm winter hello. Look how frosted their little noses are. And then there's Annie. Of course, I put the little hat on. See, just like this little guy. I see. You wouldn't know why I can buy it. I couldn't help it. I'm thinking about putting Annie. Tell me what you think if I should put her name across that and put Annie Claus or something. Take a magic marker. And then Annie was one of a kind gift, and she was very holly jolly. I think I already went over Mary Brant. And of course, there's Claus, even though her name was Annie Bell. And then I put more of the snowflakes. These are the felt thick snowflakes that you will see throughout the page. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I split one here. Oh, there's Santa boots. I forgot about Santa's boots. And they're fuzzy, just like his little thing. It's fuzzy, and it's fuzzy up here. 1, 2, 3, 4 solid ones, and split on one. And then there's 1, 2, 3 here. But this one, it says Merry Christmas, and then of course they've got Santa's belt right here. See how cute that is? It's all rolled up though. And of course you can see the moose kind of, sliding around it. And then again, all of them have a little bit of stickles to it. It says holiday wishes to you and yours, spending time with family. My son, Annie wasn't just my best friend, it was Annie too. And it was a blow to just as much him as it was me, though I'm the one that was there and putting her down because nobody else can handle it. If you guys have ever had to put down an animal, it's heart-wrenching, especially when you're holding them and the life runs out of them. I still don't understand why they call it humane in animals, but murder in humans, it's just wrong. You see, it makes me cry. But I took some extra stickers here that are epoxies. Acetates, I should say, but they're multi-layer. It has some berries on it. There's some gems on one of them here, and then I put another branch here, and I put another cardinal down here. So you could see the Yuletide cheer. They were having so much fun. It's one of my favorite memories with my kids. Actually, I think it's theirs too. It's one of the things that they can remember. So again, you can see my Annie Claus and the kids having fun with Annie. And then, of course, we will share that little story. But if you would have saw for last month, for All Tied Up, you would have saw, see, I'm crying. This is Stop Here, or Santa Stop Here. I told you that was part 2, part 2. This is actually part 1, because this was the day for part that where they were outside, and when they came in, you could still see on Santa Stop Here. They had come in to get warm, and we gave them something to eat. It was the night before Christmas, and we sent them off to bed. So you can see where there's part 1 and then part 2. But again, this is part 1 to that. If you want to see the other part, I'll put the link in below. I'm sorry. I miss my Annie. When my husband went to South Korea this last time, it was the first time I didn't have her. I never crossed the other side of the bed. It's military wives are superstitious, and Annie would get up on the bed. She didn't, because I have hip problems. I was born with hip problems. I always put my leg over my husband's hip, and she'd get up on his side of the bed, and she had been up in bed since she was little, and she'd let me put my leg over her, and she'd just curl up to me like Mike. So anyway, see, I'm crying. That's how much I miss this girl. Yeah, I have a little angel ornament. You'll see that. I had to buy it. I don't know what happened to her paw print. It's a long story. I'll explain that another time. Anyway, so it's late. I want to get up. Everybody share it because I have others to go up. So this is for the 3rd day of the 25 days of Christmas. I knew when I was doing this layout that I would cry when I was sharing it. So just note, if you have a black lab and she plays in the snow, you can always get an Annie Claus yourself. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoy the pictures, and this is the only video you see before Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year. Bye.